In this video, I'm talking about checker movement in my How to Play Backgammon series. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on that. So in this video, I'm talking about how to move the checkers. So this is the backgammon board set up in the opening positions, in the opening position with red on one side, blue on the other side. Red's goal is to move all of the checkers in the clockwise direction, moving these back checkers from this quadrant of the board to the next quadrant and then bringing them down along with the rest of the checkers, and then ultimately bringing all the red checkers into the inner board. And once all the red checkers are in the inner board, red can start bearing off the checkers. And then the person who bears off all the checkers first wins. So let's say from the opening position, red rolls a 6-2. So red can move from here, and basically red wants to move a 6 and then a 2, and you can do that with two different checkers or two of the same checkers, as long as you don't land on a point that the opponent owns. And if a player has two or more checkers on a point, that player owns the point, so you cannot land on that point. So for example, here red can move a checker from the 24 point, 6 checkers to the 18 points, and another 6 points to the 18 point, and then another 2 more points to the 16 points. So that would be going from 24 to 16. And that would look like this, and the resulting position would be here. An alternative would be to play one checker here, 6, moving from the 24 to the 18, leaving that there and playing a 2 with a different checker, for example, with this checker bringing the 2 down here. And that would look like this. This checker would be going the 6, and this checker would be going the 2, and the resulting position is this. Let's say red rules a 5-4 from the opening position. So red can go 4 with this checker and then continue with 5 more. Note that because blue owns this point, red cannot play the 5 here. Red would have to play the 4 first, and we'll see an example of where a player cannot move to one of those points. So red can go from 24 to 20 and then continue 5 more from 20 to 15. This is what it would look like going from here to here, and this is the resulting position. Alternatively, red can move one checker here with the 4 and then bring one checker down with the 5, going from 13 to 8. But red cannot go 5 with this checker because it's blocked, because blue owns that point. So that would look like this. This one checker would move 4 from the 24 to the 20, and then another checker, a different checker, would go from the 13 to the 8, moving 5, and the resulting position would look like this. Alternatively, red can bring 2 checkers down from the midpoint, one with a 5 and one with a 4, just like these arrows show, and the resulting position would be here. Now let's say red rolls an opening 3-1. This is the best opening roll because you can make an inner board point that will block the opponent. So with the 3, you can move one checker from the 8 point, 1, 2, 3 to the 5 point, and then one checker from the 6 point to the 5 point to make that point. This is what it looks like, and this is the resulting position. Now, because red has 2 checkers on this point, red owns this point, so blue cannot land on this point if blue rolls a 5 or a 4. So this is a great roll because it's an inner board point. It blocks the back checkers. It's a second point in the board. So when you hit the opponent, it's more likely that they're not able to come in, which is called dancing. And it's good overall also because you're able to unstack the 6 point. Now let's say you have this position, red rolled a 3-1, and now blue rolls a 5-4. Notice that the back checkers are stuck. They cannot move because moving a 5 would land here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since red owns this point by virtue of having 2 or more checkers on this point, blue cannot land on this point. Now, what about the 4? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly here, red owns that point because red has 2 checkers there. So also blue cannot play a 4. So although blue can move 9 points to here, because these are both blocked, blue cannot move this checker, either of these checkers. Instead, blue must play the 5-4 from different points. Here, the most logical place would be to play 2 from this point. A 5 would go from the 13 point to the 8 point, and the 4 would go from the 13 point to the 9 point. This is what it would look like, and this is the final position. So that was my video on how to move the checkers in my How to Play Backgammon series. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos. I look forward to seeing you in upcoming videos. And until then, keep rolling your dice.